Yo nerds, what's up? I have a new review of Steven Universe. This week we're going to be taking a look at the episode Too Far. That is, by the way, sponsored by me. I have a Patreon to help support my comic book work. Stuff like this and this. Hey, what's this? You get to find out if you support me, back me up on Patreon, and you get to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff of what I'm doing. Also, speaking of Patreon, Lindsay, who makes this Tom Servo, has an awesome one as well. Check out the links below. Hey, now we go to our episode, Too Far, and we are still continuing the Peridot storyline with the massive cluster that's going to destroy the world. I've noticed that the title cards have changed to the barn, actually. They're not on the beach, which is interesting. They are still trying to build a drill. They have plans together. It looks like it's going to get going. But they need to go get a drill bit. Since Peridot is a kind of prejudiced little bitch, they kind of tied her to the fence for asking Garnet to unfuse because she's really uncomfortable around that. If she owned a bakery, I'm sure she wouldn't want to sell cakes to fusions as well. So Garnet ties her to the fence, but they need the drill bit, and Peridot suggests maybe going back to the kindergarten to get the drill bit. So they convince Steven and Amethyst convince Garnet to let them go with her and take care of the business. While they're going, Peridot's going on about how defective and awful everyone is, and Amethyst is kind of like thinking it's funny. So she talks about Steven is this weird hybrid that has to defecate all the time. It's to the point they need a room for that, and then she starts getting to Amethyst, and she explains something a lot of fans have been theorizing about Amethyst. And this is what's so cool about Amethyst, about Peridot, begrudgingly working with the gems, is she is from present-day Homeworld. She can basically explain all these fan theories that have been going on and unlocking all these mysteries just in casual conversation, because this is her life. And we saw that last week, and we see it this week, and this is actually news to Amethyst. She doesn't really know anything about her origins. And it's interesting that later on in the episode, she realizes she hurts her feelings and actually kind of bothers her. And it's almost, I don't know, it was almost like watching Louise on Bob's Burgers. Like, what's this feeling I'm feeling? I'm like sad for another person? Is that a thing? Also, coincidentally, another little green bitch. Now that I think about it. So anyway, the drill bit accidentally starts off and nearly kills Amethyst, but Peridot actually shockingly saves her. And it seems like she kind of cares about her. She does see her as the only true gem out of the gems. So that also plays into that. I mean, she's prejudiced towards pearls and fusion, so obviously she's the one who tells her, essentially, I haven't really got into this. I'll finish the episode. And the episode ends with her apologizing in her own way, as best as she can, and it actually makes her feel better. Not just Amethyst, but she also feels kind of better. Kind of building a bond here. Let's see, yeah, I kind of suspected, I've heard the theories about Amethyst that she was actually supposed to be larger, almost, actually ever since we saw Jasper, the theory has been Amethyst was supposed to be her, or she's kind of similar to her, that she should be that size, because they have a lot of similar kind of looks in their shape design, and they also do the same sonic spin attack. I think that's what really launched a lot of theories. And Yeah, it seems like that. I do wonder, like, what is going to become of this? Like, are we going to see Peridot and Amethyst grow closer? And this is something I haven't even thought about as a possibility. Has Peridot planted a seed here that might disrupt the group? That's something I hadn't thought about. I mean, I thought about maybe she would eventually either completely join the Crystal Gems or betray them. I hadn't thought about the Yoko factor. For those of you who don't watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Spike has this theory of something he calls the Yoko factor, where he explains that Yoko Ono did not break up the Beatles. Yoko Ono caused the Beatles to break up themselves. So I think there's a slight danger of the fact that Peridot just let it out that she's the one who should be in charge. She should be the one that outranks the others. She should be the one that has, is more of a gem than the others, and the fact that mildly suggesting the others have taken advantage of her. I don't know if that's going to come into play, but that might be a seed that will grow into some problems. Knowing Amethyst, that could be a way of disrupting the group, which is interesting because last week with her confrontation with Pearl, we saw that make Pearl a stronger person, and this week with Amethyst, it kind of took her down a bit. Frankly, that realizing that maybe she's defective and imperfect in more ways than she'd ever really thought of. So we'll see how that plays out. Unfortunately, this is the last episode of the year, from what I've been told. Hopefully that isn't true, but probably is. We're going to be taking a 2-month hiatus with the series. Which kind of, the timing is pretty bad. This is when the show has really been heating up, frankly, because I'd really like to see where this is going. This is an excellent episode. It's another good Amethyst episode without really replaying the previous episodes. Like the dynamic with Peridot working with them is just fantastic. I mean, there's not been one mediocre. Well, there's generally not mediocre episodes, but there's not been a lull. Every episode since joining has been excellent, since Catch and release. Definitely go see this episode if you haven't already. By the way, you probably shouldn't have listened to me talk every detail, if that's the case. But highly recommend this episode. What do you, the viewing audience, think of this episode? Please comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out our Patreons, too. If this is the last episode of the year until the new year, don't sweat it. I'll be doing some more Steven Universe episodes. I'll be talking about fan theories and stuff, reflections on characters. And I took a big chunk of episodes where I haven't reviewed, so I may go back and review the older episodes. Yeah, if there's anything you want to hear me talk about specifically in Steven Universe, please leave a comment below, and I'll see if I can get to them. I think that's it for now, so push the button, Lindsay.